Hello my friends, welcome back to this week's video. Today's video is going to be another addition into the best of insert makeup category playlist that we have going on, and today I wanted to talk about mascaras. If you follow me on Instagram, then you may or may not have seen the reel where I actually posted about my favorite mascaras. I think I did in particular drugstore mascaras in that reel. So if you've seen that, you may know already what we are talking about, but today I'm going to go in a little bit more depth with what I consider the best drugstore mascaras, as well as the high-end mascaras. I will preface this by saying that most of the time I prefer to purchase a drugstore mascara. Number one, it's more affordable. And number two, there's just so many good options at the drugstore that it's hard for me to justify paying that 30 plus price range for the higher end mascara. So when I find a drugstore mascara that I love, I stick to it. And so far it's been working for me. Let's dive right in with my number one favorite mascara at the drugstore. I've mentioned this mascara multiple times throughout the past couple years on my YouTube channel, so this may not come as a surprise to some of you who are subscribed and watch my videos regularly, and it is from NYX. This is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, specifically the non-waterproof formula. That's the one that I enjoy and love. One thing to note about the waterproof formula is it does contain carmine, and I do have an allergy to carmine. It causes really bad irritation to my eyes, so I try to avoid it as much as I possibly can. The non-waterproof version does not contain carmine. This mascara is around the $9 mark, and I've honestly lost count of how many times I've repurchased it. I'm gonna say at least 10 times that I've repurchased this mascara. This mascara, reading off my notes, it is buildable and it provides length and volume, and it also has one of those fuller, fluffier brushes. I'll show you guys. So here is the wand on the inside. This is actually the mascara that I am wearing right now. And these are on my natural lashes. I don't have any falsies. I would say I have decent lashes. I don't have like super long, super thick lashes on its own, but I do have good lashes, I would say. I do find that this mascara does provide that length as well as volume that I enjoy. It's buildable without getting too clumpy. I don't mind a clumpy lash as long as it doesn't look like a tarantula. And I also find that even though it's not waterproof, it doesn't transfer. So I don't see it, midday or end of the day on the top of my eyelid, or when I use it on my bottom lashes, which I have it on right now. It's not seeping down here. It doesn't flake. It really lasts all day for me. So that's going to be my number one. And out of all the mascaras I think that I'm talking about today, this is probably the one that I've used the longest. My number two mascara at the drugstore, I actually have it still in the packaging because the one that I was using, I just needed a new one, so I replaced it and haven't opened the other one, but it is from Milani. This is the Milani, a highly rated anti-gravity mascara, and this mascara is about $10.99. This mascara also provides volume and lift. However, the brush is different compared to the NYX one. The brush on the Milani mascara is more of that rubber brush, a little more stiff. It does have that hourglass shape. I'm hoping you guys can see that. It's meant to be a multi-dimensional brush to give you volume and length. And with this product, as advertised, it is anti-gravity. My lashes stay lifted all day long. I do curl my lashes with an eyelash curler, but I don't find my eyelashes drooping throughout the day. They stay lifted, they stay lengthened. I've got no flaking, no smudging with this. I find it to be a great option for your lower lashes because of the brush, because it's slimmer and the bristles are a bit shorter. You got more of that rubber, like I said, brush head, I can get my lower lashes easier and get them more defined with this brush. Okay, so for number 3 of my mascara at the drugstore, we've kind of got a little bit of a tie going on. We have one that I have been using for a little bit longer than the other, so I think I'm going to start with that one, and this is from Makeup Revolution. This is their 5D Lash Pow Volumizing Mascara, and this guy goes for around $10. It's said to provide volume and length. The wand on this mascara is also one of those bigger, fluffier wands compared to a more sleek and slim one. Couple of things to note with this mascara is the way to open it is not your traditional twist top. You actually press it and it pops up. And you've got more of a traditional mascara one, but you can see how thick it is. So it's really going to give you that volume, maybe not as much length. Depending on your lashes, this type of brush may or may not work for you. This mascara is also non-waterproof. I find that those work just fine for me, even though I do have a little bit of oily eyelids, but none of these, like I said, that I find smudge or transfer. I would say with a wand like this, I probably don't recommend it for your lower lashes just because the wand is thicker and more dense. It can be hard to separate your lower lashes, but other than that, I do really enjoy this one. And then the other drugstore mascara that, like I said, is kind of neck and neck for 3rd place is from Essence, and this is a newer product from Essence. It came out last year in 2022, and this is their Double Trouble mascara. This is the only mascara out of the ones that I'm talking about today, at least the drugstore ones, that is waterproof. This mascara is about $5.99. It also advertises to provide a volume and length, and it has a double-ended brush. So that's something a little different about this brush, about this wand. I'll show you guys. So you can see the top part of the wand has kind of shorter, more rigid bristles versus flipping it now. Now what's the top side has more fluffier bristles, so you kind of get a 2-in-1 with this. You can volumize with one side and define and lengthen with the other. Surprisingly, this is the first mascara from Essence that I actually enjoy. I know there's a lot of people out there that really love the Lash Princess mascara from Essence, the one that's in the black and green tube. I have tried that one and I did not like it at all. I found for me, it flaked, it smudged, and it actually really burned my eyes. I haven't checked the ingredients to see if it has carmine, to be honest. I'm just checking the ingredients on this one right now, but doesn't have carmine, so that's good. I will say this one is a bit more difficult to remove. Obviously it's waterproof. Does it stay in place all day? Yes, for sure, but I do find it's a lot more difficult for me to remove this one. Even though I go in, I double cleanse, I go in with the cleansing oil, I make sure to gently rub my lashes. I first soak my eye makeup with micellar water, and then once I've gotten as much as I can off, I go back in with the cleansing oil. So I do as much as I can, and then the next day I will wake up still with some residue. So that would be the only, I would say, negative with this mascara. Probably why I would put the Makeup Revolution one above this one, just because it does the same thing. It's just not as hard to remove as the Essence one. All right, so those are my favorite drugstore mascaras. Like I said, most of those I've been using for quite some time. The NYX one I've been using 4 years, 5 years, I think at least 5 years, if not more. The Milani, it's been maybe 2 years or so. And then the Makeup Revolution and the Essence one have been in the past year or so in 2022. Let's get into the higher end mascaras. Like I said before, if I'm gonna pick up a mascara, I rather it be a drugstore mascara, saving a lot more money because these high-end ones can get pretty pricey. So with my high-end mascaras, I have minis of these. With my high-end mascaras, I don't know if I can necessarily rank these for you guys. because I don't use them as often as I use my drugstore. But actually, let's start off with this one. So this is one that I mentioned often on my YouTube channel when I first started about 2 years ago. And this is from Wander Beauty. This is their Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. It's this guy right here. As you can see, I have it in the box because I ran out all over a year ago, over 2 years ago, had a backup and just haven't opened it yet. I'm not going to open it because I don't want to start the timer on it going bad, but this is what it looks like on the inside. I would say with this mascara, this definitely gives you a more natural eyelash look. If you're looking for something to give you a lot of volume, this is probably not the mascara for you. It does give you some volume and length, but not as much as like the NYX one, for example, or the Makeup Forever mascara. This is also not waterproof. Of the high-end ones, none of these are waterproof, actually. So I'll just read you a little bit of what this advertises. It says it's a 3-in-1 mascara that volumizes while instantly lengthening and lifting the lashes, infused with a blend of walnut seed extract, licorice root extract, and peach leaf extract. This revolutionary formula conditions, strengthens, and moisturizes your lashes all in one swipe. I will say, if I remember correctly, when I was using this regularly, I did feel like it really did nourish my lashes. I used it for maybe 2 or 3 years pretty religiously. Like I said, if you go back 2 years ago and watch my YouTube videos, you'll hear me talk about this mascara. Another one of mine that I do really enjoy, but I don't tend to purchase just because it's so expensive, is from Lancome. And I'm just realizing that I have 2 Lancome mascaras to talk to you guys about. This one, I'm sure you've heard about it. It's the Monsieur Big mascara. Again, I have this brand new. I had a travel size mini that I ran out of, and because I have so many other ones open already, I have not opened this one. This mascara is expensive. I'll put the price somewhere here on the screen. I don't remember off the top of my head. So the only time I pick this up is if it's part of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, if it's 50% off. That's the only time I will pick this mascara up. This one I would say is probably pretty similar to the Makeup Revolution brush in terms of the thickness and the fullness that it provides for your lashes. This can get clumpy depending on how many coats you're applying. So if you don't necessarily like that look, this may not be the mascara for you. Again, with all of these, I've got no smudging, no flaking, and no irritation to my eyes. So if I had any of those, they would not be on this list. And so let's talk about the minis that I have and the ones that I've been using kind of in rotation more regularly. This is a newer one to me. This is also from Lancome, and this is the Idole Lash. This is a mini that I got as part of the Ulta birthday gift last year. And I do really enjoy this mascara, definitely for length. Let me show you the brush on this. Let me show you the wand on this. So we've got another one of those kind of rubberized, short and stiff wands with this guy, which does help provide length. It's curved, so that helps give you that lift and really separate the lashes. I like using this one also for my bottom lashes. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll use something like this. I'll use a mascara like this with a brush like this to give me length and definition, and then I'll go back in with a more volumizing mascara to help thicken everything. And that would be, for me in this case, would be the Rare Beauty mascara. I'll show you the wand on this one. So you can see we've got a bit more of a fluffier brush. It's a bit longer than the other brushes, and the bristles aren't as long as some of the other brushes, as some of the other mascara wands that we've talked about today, but it definitely does give you that volume, especially when I pair it with something like this. So those are the best of mascaras, in my opinion, both drugstore and high-end. I hope that was helpful for you. Like I said, for me, I mean, if I could find a really good drugstore mascara that's going to cost me what, anywhere between $5 to $10, then I'd much rather do that versus the high-end ones. I love a mini or a travel size as well as the next person, depending on the price. But this just goes to show you that you don't have to shell out the big bucks for a really good makeup product. You can find really decent, really good quality makeup products at the drugstore at a more affordable price, and you don't have to necessarily break the bank to achieve a high-end makeup look. So keep that in mind when you're doing your shopping. I know it's fun to get, you know, the higher price tag items, the luxury items. I'll also do that. I mean, you know, I've picked up the Givenchy powder, forget what it's called, and, you know, some Charlotte Tilbury. But when I can, if I find, like I said, a really good drugstore product, I stick to it. And I think this NYX Mascara is a testament to that. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these mascaras and what your thoughts are, or if you have another drugstore or high-end mascara that you really love and has been your holy grail, your best of. Comment below. I'd love to know what you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, another addition into our best of series. And if there is a specific category that you guys are interested in me talking about in terms of best of, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys are interested in seeing, and it also helps me plan out my content as well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Layla. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you subscribe before you leave. And for all my returning viewers and subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.